Hello, my name is Megan Kaun, and I am a teacher and healer in the wisdom tradition of Zhineng Qigong. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about dreams. I've mentioned how super abilities are a side effect of doing a consciousness practice like Zhineng Qigong. And my personal favorite subset of these is enhanced dream life. So, about 3 to 4 months after I started practicing consciousness practices daily, I personally noticed a huge change in my dream life. I had been somebody who paid attention to dreams, and I'd had some big dreams before, but in general, my dreams were full of anxiety. There wasn't much of a cohesive path, and I didn't often receive big messages or healings in my dreams. After I started the consciousness practice, what I observed and what I've seen many people observed is that my dreams started to purify. So the old sort of patterns of anxiety and, the dreams where you're constantly cleaning something up or these sort of like repeating anxiety dreams started to actually shift. And I began to have more dreams where I was receiving important information, where there might be narratives in a dream, where a guide or teacher would come and give me information about improving my Qigong practice. A lot of the information was about, or information about improving my life. And I also started to have lucid dreams where I would wake up in the middle of the dream and have full agency over what I did in the dream. So I had, these extreme experiences of living in a magical realm, basically. And this is, again, a very common side effect of purifying the information that is in one's consciousness. And it's become a very important path, personally for me and for others that I practice with, of receiving information outside of lessons, outside of books, information that maybe doesn't really exist in that form in the material world anymore, but comes through as the practitioner needs it. And something else that has happened is it's created a integrated connection between my dreaming life and my waking life so that the dreaming that I do at night informs what happens during the day. And there's little crossovers in both realms that I have started to notice. You could call them synchronicities, you could call it coincidence, but often these connections are accompanied by full body visceral feelings of I've known this before, I've seen this before, almost like deja vu that I'll have both in my dream life and my waking life. And it's almost as if my waking life is my compass for my dreaming life, and my dreaming life has become a compass for my waking life. In a lot of traditions, the dream world is considered information about one's subconscious, what is lying underneath, the things that you can't access easily, but that are still there and informing your actions and your feelings and your patterns. And I definitely have seen this personally in my dream explorations. And something to keep track of and that can be helpful in a Qigong spiritual path or any spiritual path is that the things that are under the surface that you can't quite see yet, that haven't materialized in your waking life, will show up first in your dream life. So it's like these are little seeds that have sprouted, but they haven't quite come through the earth yet. And sometimes the first indications that they are going to manifest come through in dreams. And I'll give an example in one of my recent dreams. So I had this dream where there was a drunk driver and his son, and they ran into my bed on the second floor of my house. And when this happened in the dream, rather than reacting as I might assume how I would react, being upset, concerned, how are we going to get this car out of my house? Who's going to pay for the damage? In the dream, I reacted very calmly and I asked the man, "What do you need?" And he said, "I need to go to the grocery store and buy some food." And I said, "Great. Why don't we go together and we'll go to the grocery store and get you some food?" And so, what that dream showed me is that my capacity to react to a situation with a clear head and a clear focus, and a focus on what was truly important and needed in that moment, was growing, was coming, and that it helped give me the confidence that I would have the capability to react in that way, in such a masterful way, in a calamity in my waking life. So, my personal dream practice is very simple, and I've been engaged in this for several years now, ever since my dreams woke up, as I refer to what happened after I started my Qigong consciousness practice. So, I keep a dream journal next to my bed, and I keep a pen and a red light up pen light that you can get online with the journal. And before I go to bed at night, every night, I write the date. I might write a few interesting notes about occurrences that happened during the day, especially if they mirrored something that has happened in a dream. And then I write a dream intention. So I write the words dream intention, and sometimes I just say dreaming for a relaxing dream or dreaming for nourishment. Sometimes I will say dreaming with a particular energy or spirit guide for information on something. Sometimes I will, if I'm interested, for example, in a certain subject, like if I'm really drawn towards whales, I might have my dream intention be with the whales, or with the whales for a teaching and a healing. And throughout the night, if I wake up and have any memories or remembrances of a dream, or in the morning when I get up, I will just grab my journal, put my red light pen light on, and write a few notes, and then put it back and go back to sleep. And I will write down dreams even if they seem insignificant at the time. So a lot of times while I'm having a dream, I'll think this is no big deal. I'm never going to care about this. But it's actually interesting when you're in full consciousness state the next day and you're reviewing dreams to see how something that seemed insignificant was really quite profound. And then I will review my dreams for anything that sticks out, anything that seems unusual, out of the ordinary, and I'll just keep it in mind. And so in this way, I'm integrating the information from my dreams into my waking life and then back. And I found this just to be, again, really helpful. It's been a really great way of helping me feel more grounded in my daily life in particular, and more connected to the web of life around me. So I will post more videos on dreaming in the future. I actually love dreaming so much. I have certified as a dreaming coach, a somatic dreaming coach. So some of my offerings on my website, intothehum.com, reflect that. And I think personally for me, exploring dreaming along with the consciousness practices has been a really, really beautiful and fun way of engaging with the spiritual path, finding my true self, and really just bringing meaning to what happens in my life. Thanks for being with me today. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.